Hi, so I want to show you one of the very good websites for which you could use for automotive website creation or for Autoglass repair, especially. So here I'm at freewebsitesite.com, and it's fairly simple. Once you log in, you'll see this dashboard. You will have either option to get a free subdomain, or you can actually search for like my Autoglass and tinting.com, and then you can search it and then register it, and then it'll show up like this. Like here we have print my project. So in today's example, I'm just going to show you how creative and useful the site is when it comes to automotive. So once you go to browse templates, right, you will see that you've got a lot of templates here. And you can already see here there are some automotive related stuff. So if you go here and, for example, type in auto, right, and you'll see that there are several pages which have got automotive related templates. So we're going to open one of these, and or actually not just one, but a couple of these, and then we'll see all the variety that is available. For example, here this is a fully preloaded done template. It's got several sections. You can obviously add more. You can add your address. We'll try to do it right here, and we'll also see how this is a preloaded thing. So, for example, it's a back window of a car, which could be, you could select any of these years. The data goes all the way from 1949 to 2022. So let's say you've got a 2020, and let's say you've got a Toyota. So we'll search a Toyota, and then all the models. Let's say you got a Toyota Sienna, and the style is a minivan. Okay. So you're going to say next. And then this is for, of course, somebody who's coming here to get their glass fixed. So they're going to enter their name and all their details, email address, mobile number, and any other message or instructions that they might have. So let's say I'll just put here Andy, email Andy, hotmail.com, mobile number. I'll just put here, something like that. And then I need this fixed today, urgent, right? So for example, and then after that, they'll say next, and it'll say, do you want to repair it at the shop or you want to repair it at your home? So either ways, you got a date and time. So let's say the user selects to repair at their home for like a van to come and fix it. And then they can enter their address, like 345, you know, Woolworth Avenue, you know, city, state, right? And maybe a zip code, something like that, right? So that's an arbitrary. And then they'll pick the date and time here, and then they'll be able to select. I hope it's showing, because sometimes when a screen record, it doesn't show this calendar that pops up, but you can see the date and time has changed. And once they say submit, then it's going to send them a message. So you'll get, well, it says cannot be sent because we are in the preview mode. But if you register the site and you use the template, then it will go to your registered email address, and you'll be all good at that point, right? So that's there. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and go back to the dashboard and browse the templates from here, from the purple one, because you want to edit for a specific site. And you're going to go ahead and edit it, and it shows up here. And if you've got the free editor subscription, or you're paying for it, you're already subscribed, then you'll see this here, and then you'll see this yellow button that says edit. It'll take you into the editor work environment, where you can edit everything. This is a walkthrough which kind of walks you through all the features in this environment, but I'll just press skip. And now you can see I've got here, just click. So in most cases, you can just click on the area where you want to edit and text it. Sometimes, depending on the configuration or the code in the template, you may be able to do it, you may not be able to do it. So you can always go between here on the left hand side or here, but it kind of may or may not work in all the cases. But usually you can do it here. So let's say here we'll put George Auto Glass Repair, right? And that's it. So now we're going to save it. And because we are trying to override a pre-existing template, it's going to ask for email verification. and now it's going to override it. So this is just a browser generated, prompt. You can just cancel it. You don't need to reload anything. And since it is saved, you can just publish it. It'll ask for again the confirmation. You say press yes. It says publish successfully. You don't need to really leave the site. You can click on the view live button here on the top bar, and you can see it's already published. You've got all the data here, and yeah, so that's sometimes it happens that when you're publishing it, I think what I need to do is I'm going to close this and come back here. I'm going to save it again. Okay, let's see here. This is working here. Okay, this thing is not. So that means that when we did the editing, we did it too fast because there's a lot of data that needs to come in to get latched into the site from the databases, and that is not loaded here yet. So we're going to just go ahead and save and exit it out here. Now this is that something that could happen, right? And like in more functional websites, you need to maybe check it out while you're doing it. So you go here, Autoglass, you click here, edit. Now it's going to load the same thing again. And as you can see here, let's go in and press edit. Okay, that was the old one, which it was previewing. Here in the yeah, here you can see that everything is loaded fine, right? So here everything is loaded fine. We're gonna go ahead and save it again. It's gonna ask us for the same thing again. Say yes, and you could actually, um, I would just still say cancel, but I'll reload the site just to make sure that all the data is got pulled into here. So you got 2016. Okay, everything is showing fine. So we should be okay with this. Yeah. So now we'll go ahead and publish it and said published successfully. We're just going to go ahead and leave, and it'll take us back to the thing. So it'll kind of close out everything and do it properly. Let's just make sure, yep, everything is loading here fine. And so we should be fine now. Let's go back into edit. So sometimes you have to, when the heavier the site, you can't really do it in 30 seconds. You have to just make sure you've got everything. You just keep an eye out for that everything is functioning the way it should, because sometimes there's a lot of backend files that are loading and data that is being pulled in. So you can't really rush through it while during the publishing process. So now you can see it is done properly and it is done. Now we can go ahead and implement other edits that need to be done. So we'll go ahead and change here to Andrews Autoglass, for example, repair. We're going to go ahead and change the address on this to, let's say, we're going to change it to somewhere in, let's say, 12th Street Northwest, this arbitrary address. BC, right? So, all right. So we pulled it in. We can close into the zoom. Okay, so it's picked up. We don't know what that what is there, but it's one of the streets. It's probably near MLK Library or something like that. A couple blocks over. So here we have this. You can change it to a road map or a satellite, right? So probably roadmap is better, so it's easier to read. And now you have this, for example, right? So 12th Street is just put it in the junction. It's pretty accurate, and you can just save it and publish it. Okay. And I'm just going to leave just so that it closes it out, everything properly. Go back into the edit mode and click on the view live again to verify if everything's been published properly. So we've got this because there's a lot of data in here. We're going to just check it out. Everything's loading. Okay, we're good here, right? So this is all happening here. Go down here and you've got the address. As was mentioned, people can click on this and then they can go into the, search directions. You can share it on Twitter and Facebook, and you can obviously edit everything else that you want to. And there are several other videos with tutorials on how to do it. So these are the things that you might face, but essentially you've published your website in less than 5 minutes or something like that. So that's the golden part about this. Now, What I wanted to show you was that if you go here and press auto, you'll see that there's not just one, but other designs as well. So to match your preference. So let's say you're an Autoglass service and you want to cover four different, let's say, counties around your area, or areas around your shop, for example, and you want to have a different website name, for example, Autoglass Repair Langley Park, Autoglass Repair College Park, Autoglass Repair Hyattsville, Autographs, so these are all neighboring areas in Maryland, let's say. So you can just create those websites and you can use different templates. The common theme will be that you'll be getting all the year, make, and model data in there. So that common functionality will remain. You can change the address if you've got more than one locations, but overall, you've got the same thing basically, right? And you can go ahead and pick from other templates and designs that suit you better, right? And you can change almost everything. You can change the nav bar, you can change your logo, you can change your phone number, you can change everything, and the core functionality remains the same. And you have several pre-configured templates to pick from depending on how you like it. And you can change the pictures, you can change the text, you can change the color, you can change almost everything in the template to suit your need. Okay. So this is the most potent website or a platform where you can actually go ahead and create auto glass or automotive related websites wherever year, make, and model is important. This is what will work for you. All right.